My name is Caitlin, and this is the Busy Bee Podcast. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about wellness day and break ideas. But before that, I wanted to start off with a little recap. I haven't uploaded in probably 2 months, and I feel so bad about it. Like, I've been wanting to upload a video. I've had these episodes all written out in my journal because every time I have an episode, I write one out. But like life gets in the way, school's starting, and it's been so busy. So I apologize for not uploading in a while, but trust me, I've not forgotten about this podcast. I've actually written like a couple of episodes, so I'm hoping as like we're into the school year and it's like we're almost 1/4 done with the school year. The time I'm recording this, I hope to record maybe like once every 2 weeks, or at least try to get once a couple episodes up because I do have all these plans, and I apologize for that. But yeah, today more of my episode planning has been about the school year and like different topics about in during the school year for like a student or a teen, because that's like what I'm going through right now. It's the middle of the school or the beginning of the school year for me. It feels like it's in the middle because of like the amount of work we have doing, the amount of events that's been going on. But today my episodes could be about wellness slash break day ideas. So we've all had like no school days, or we've had like a long break day, one of those. So, for example, like long days, lunch breaks, or if you spend like 4 hours at your desk doing your homework, we all need a break at one point. I want to start most of my episodes with a quote. So, this is like the first one I'm going to be trying, for the future, I'm going to be trying to use a quote more into my podcast. So, this quote today for this podcast episode is: rest when you're weary, refresh and renew yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, then get back to work. I don't know who said this quote, but I really like it because the mindset of it. No matter how hard you're working, it is important to rest. Like if you're at school and you spend, or you're at home doing your homework 4 hours straight, you need to rest at some point. So, because taking a break is important, and personally, when I don't like taking breaks, because if I'm locked in a math problem or a math sheet and I'm working at it, I don't really like just like I lose my train of thought. I'm one of those that like if I'm working on something, I can't stop, or like when I go to my next class, I have to take that couple of seconds to keep going because I don't like losing my train of thought. But I realize that it's actually important to take those breaks because one is better for your body and it's also better for your mindset. So here's some things that I find very fun and very like helpful when taking breaks for wellness days. Number one, take a walk or a run. You can either meet up with a friend, walk a dog, take a walk or a run. Either meet up with your friend, walk your dog, or just go on a really long walk. I feel like going outside and getting your legs moving is very important, especially breathing in the fresh air. Because, like me, when I do homework, I'm cooped up at my desk for like an hour or two and I'm just doing homework straight. I feel like going outside is very necessary. It is very important, especially when you've been sitting in that chair like for hours. And I know, like, if it's like cold or something, I feel like it's still good to get that air outside. I'm not like a scientist or anything, but like when you're sitting there inside your house, sometimes I start to get oily or start to get like my hair gets flat, which tells me the air inside my house is like, it's just like the air inside your house. You got to get the fresh air outside. So that's something I like to do. I have a dog. So I think walking my dog also motivates me to go outside because I can also take care of them even though I haven't walked him in a couple of like times because of school and stuff. But I feel like getting outside and walking with friends is so much fun. Like meeting up with your friends and just going on like a walk, you can talk and you can just get your exercise and breathe your fresh air. So I feel like friends is like it's very helpful. Number two, cook or bake something to eat. Make yourself a little treat to reward yourself. You spend all that time working, getting your homework done, getting that project done, and just reward yourself to boost yourself up, especially when it's homemade. For me, homemade stuff, like if I make something myself to reward myself, it boosts me up because I'm like, I just did all this whole entire project, this homework, and I made something for myself to enjoy. That meant like that just helps your mentality boost it, And yeah, rewarding yourself is good. Just give yourself a little positivity. Even after a test, like if you feel like you did horrible, do something for yourself. Showing that self love towards yourself will help you to have more motivation and confidence for the future. After one of my AP exams, I was like semi confident. I still went out with my friend because I just took an entire exam and even took that class. So knowing that I like put myself out there, I took a hard class, I did the exam, no matter what my score was, I did that. So I feel like rewarding yourself is very important because it helps you go forward. Doesn't matter how well you did, just showing yourself self-love will help you for your future goals, future projects, and motivating yourself. Number 3, take a nap or sleep. There was no problem with taking some time to recharge and to sleep. Personally, I'm not really a big sleep in the middle of the day girly because when I sleep in the middle of the day, I cannot sleep at night. I can take a nap at like 2 p.m. and I wake up at like 4 and I still won't be able to sleep at night. I don't know. I feel like that's just it depends your body, but if you're like a big nap person, take that nap when you get home. Of course, plan it. If you have something to do, do that. Or snap, do that, and then wake up. But just plan accordingly. But there's no bad reason to take a nap. Recharging your body is important and getting the sleep that you need, especially if you know that you stayed up late studying and you need to regain some of that sleep. I think that is important. Number 4, read or listen to a podcast outside. I feel like doing the inside stuff, like doing reading or doing projects in outside is very underrated. I started reading outside probably like a year ago because it was like summer, right? And I was in my house the entire day and I just felt so cooped up. So I went on my front porch and I grabbed a book and just read. I feel like reading and or listening to something outside is just one of my favorite things to do because just like I said with the walking one, getting that fresh air is so important because it helps your body just like I don't know what the words, it's just like it helps your body like almost wake up. Like that air is inside your lungs, that fresh air, and your body is awake. For me, things I like to do is I like to read outside. I like to just put on my headphones and read. Some people are not big like listen and read at the same time. I'm one of those. So I usually go outside on my porch and I read a book and I listen to my music because when I do that, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just in the zone when I read. I'm reading the story, I'm listening to my music, and I feel like that is a good distraction. It's a good break idea because you're not focused on your homework which or project that is stressful. You're focused on your book or you're focused on your music and taking that mind jump from the project to your book or story. I feel like that is important because personally, when I keep thinking about something all day, it just makes me worried. Like for example, I'm taking a certain class that is very stressful and throughout the weekend where I'm supposed to be like taking a break from school, like I do homework, but I have other plans to do. I'm constantly thinking about that class because it just gives me that stress, but I feel like the mind jumping is important. I don't know if that's what it's called, but focusing on one thing rather than the other thing is important. So right now, I'm recording my episode. I'm not thinking about that hard class, even though it is a Sunday night. I'm going to be going to that class tomorrow, but just focusing on something else, it helps you. So you're not constantly worried about that thing. Number 5, talk to your friends or family. Tell them how hard you worked and what you did. There is no problem with, I don't want to say bragging, but bragging to your friends or family, saying, I just completed this, I just finished this long project. There's nothing wrong with that. So, me and my school friends are close. So, every time I feel like I finish a project, I'm one of those where I'm like, oh my gosh, I just finished it. So, I go ahead, I get on my phone, I text my friends, I'm like, I just finished my project and it took me so long. Have that relief, have that confidence for that. There's no problem with telling your friends saying, I just finished this because it is a big deal. You put your hard work into that. It's not a big deal if you go and tell somebody something that you're proud of. An example is probably there's this one math assignment I had to do. It was a couple weeks ago in the beginning year, and for me, math is like pretty hard. I don't know if I don't find it interesting. So that's why I also find it hard. It took me 4 hours to do this one math assignment, and I was up till midnight. And when I finished, I was like, oh my gosh, I just did that. I put myself 4 hours. I didn't do anything else except for that. And I felt proud of myself. I finished it. At one point, I wanted to give up. So I went on. It was midnight. I texted my parents and my family. And my friends, and I'm like, I just finished a math assignment, and it took me 4 hours. So personally, there is no problem with just telling someone that you completed something. You should be proud of yourself. Show that self-love to yourself that you just did a hard thing. Number 6, spa day. Or just do something that makes you feel good. When you have no school, it's like a half day or something, go home, do a mini spa day. Clean up, wash up, do your everything shower, do a face mask, paint your nails. For me, confidence is definitely in my nails too. My nails are looking so bad right now, but I feel like one of my confidence is when I paint my nails, when I grow them out, and because I don't really do the press-ons or acrylics or do fake nails. I mostly just do the paint on my natural nails. I feel like that painting my nails it makes me more confident knowing that my nails are grown and I painted it a cute color. For me, that's one of the things that I find confident in myself. Do a face mask. I mean, skincare shows it all. Do a face mask. Face masks can not only be calming, but they help your body. I feel like everything in a spa day helps your body, but it also makes you feel so like calm and feels good. Like light a candle, take out your favorite book, get into a bubble bath, all that stuff. It not only is good for your body, but it also like it makes you feel good. And there's no problem with just having a day to yourself to recharge yourself and get it feeling better. Number 7, color. I personally think coloring is overrated. I love coloring. You can give me any coloring book, any coloring sheet, and I will spend hours coloring. I am very precise too. Like when I color, I need like a certain pattern or a certain amount of color. I can't just scribble in hand. I like to do it in the lines. But I personally think coloring is very underrated. I colored a lot more last year when I had a little bit more time, when in my free time, and I put my headphones on and I just color. Because I think one, it's soothing. You're not doing anything, you're just focused on that. And color is fun. I feel like coloring, it just makes me so happy because it is something I'm controlling. I'm controlling what color is what and like how thick or thin it is. Or if I'm like coloring in the lines and the pattern. I feel like that just makes me so happy, and it's like it satisfies me that the colors are in order. Because I'm very like I like to color code everything, so I feel like coloring is a really big thing. It's not like an embarrassing or like something you did in elementary school you did, but get one of those coloring books and just color because you're not on your phone. You can listen to your music and you're just coloring, and it's art and it's fun. That is all I have for you guys. Those are my 7 top wellness and break ideas. I know this episode might be a little shorter than usual, but I promise I have more to come and I have not forgotten about you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you subscribe and yeah, bye.